I just got the iPhone 16 Pro Max and I'm comparing all of the cases that I could find for it, from Apple genuine cases to Beats new case, NOMAD to TAC to Spigen to MagBak to ESR. We're seeing which one is the best choice from overall quality and feel to things like how they treat the new camera control. Use the chapters to jump to a specific section, and let's get started. So here we have all of the cases. Every brand featured has sponsored this video, but none of the brands have the chance to review, offer feedback, or filter this review. So these thoughts are genuinely my own. This is the Apple silicone case in denim. It has this really nice soft touch feel that's rounded around the edges. It has a thin border around the camera that looks really clean. On the side, it has buttons for volume and the action button instead of just a cutout like some of the other brands. On the bottom, we've got extremely precise cutouts for the speakers and the port as well, but where it shines is the camera control on the side. That's embedded with sapphire crystal, so the touch and the pressure functions of the camera control actually really just work through it. It feels really premium and not like you're sacrificing quality by covering up the phone. On the inside, you've got a soft felt finish, so when you put your phone in, it's all around a snug fit, and it really looks nice with this color combo. You pay more for Apple, but this is Apple's way of saying, this is how we feel cases should be made. This is the standard of quality that should be out there, which I really appreciate. Next up, we have Beats by Dre, who now makes cases for iPhone. It's funny, Apple doesn't make glossy silicone cases, but Beats does. Funny thing, Apple bought Beats, and oh look, hello Apple. So if you're looking for a glossy case, this is going to be your diamond standard. It's really nice to the touch. It has a thin design of the MagSafe magnets, slight bump for the camera module for that added protection. The buttons pop out much less than the traditional Apple one, but still feel really nice. You've got Beats branding on the side. Moving to the bottom, you got a large cutout for the entire bottom of the phone versus individual cutouts on Apple. On the other side again, because this is Apple, you're getting into that sapphire crystal button, which passes right through when it's used. The inside has this felt finish to protect your phone, and it pops in really nicely here. All around, something about it feels a little cheaper than the Apple one, like the lack of cutouts on the bottom and the fact that they just do the whole thing. But overall, it's a really nice case and a first entry for Beats. NOMAD is back this year with 4 different cases that I'll try to get through as quickly as we can here. We have the sport case, rugged case, modern leather case, and leather back. The sport case in naval blue is one of my absolute favorite cases of all time, and it is every single year. It has this silicone back with just the coolest colors every single year. This year it has a lot more of a matte finish, but I think it's working for them. Looking incredibly premium. I like the camera outline that it's different than the color on the back of the phone, but then it matches the TPU sides, which showcase these great looking buttons, including a button for the action button. The indents around the sides make it easier to grip, which I like a lot. On the bottom, we're getting cutouts for all of the ports, and then on the side we have the sleep button and a cutout for the camera control. But I like how they actually did the cutout because it's beveled into the side, and that feels really natural and precise. The inside has this felt finish with subtle NOMAD branding and MagSafe built in, and all around looks like one of my favorite cases in the lineup here. Next up, we've got the rugged case in Atlantic. This one's NOMAD's try at rugged meets style, and they've done a really good job of making something that's really rugged, without making it look like your traditional OtterBox. It's got the nice blue finish on the back, but then reinforced corners for extra drop protection. The sides have this really nice sharp edge, which really makes the phone feel more boxy, but it does this while still feeling thin, which I really enjoy. The buttons on the sides have a really nice finish on them and feel incredibly premium. The other side again has a cutout for the camera control, and fitting into the case, it just looks like the most premium that I've seen for the rugged options that are out there. Next up, the modern leather case. This one is the limited edition green chrome, which looks really cool, really sharp. It has a black cutout around the camera. On the side, it has really shiny buttons which pop and look really sharp. You can tell they're going all out on the accents and the textures here. The other side has a cutout for the action button, but all around you can see it looks absolutely incredible with this new phone. Big fan of this one. Finally, we have the magnetic leather back. This one is genuine leather, and unlike the other cases, it's just a magnetic back with grip along the edges to keep it firmly in place. It simply sticks to the back of your phone with MagSafe and becomes an accent. It's not for accidental drop protection, but instead this casual wear and tear, like setting your phone face up and then protecting the back. I think this plus a screen protector could go a really long way. Next up we have TAC Standard Case 4.0 in Arctic White. This one is a really cool frosted semi-transparent look. You can tell right away it's light, around 15 grams. It's really slim, around 0.7 millimeters, but they're still managing to give durability, especially around the reinforcement of your camera. The buttons are slightly raised here on the side. On the bottom, we've got precise cutouts for the speakers and then USB-C port as well. On the other side, we've got camera control cutouts. That's really precise. And there's one thing missing here, which you might notice, is MagSafe compatibility, but arguably adding that would have taken away from the ultra thinness of this phone case, but luckily, because it's so thin, MagSafe still works decently through the case. It also has a slight raised lip for the screen to protect your screen from any contact damage. All around, it's a really nice thin case, great for light to average damage, and then wear and tear while looking really crisp. Get 10% off a TAC case by using the code VittorTech at checkout. And now I know this video is all about accessories, so I wanted to take a second and show you guys the wallet that I'm using full time and have been for the past 3 years. And that's today's sponsor, Ekster. Here's the wallet I was using previously. I love how sleek it is. It has this launch ejector to launch the cards out for easy access, but then additional storage on the side. But now they've just released the Cardholder Pro wallet. Now it adds more cards with 5 to 7 in the card holder and a total of 1 to 14 cards, which is incredible. It has this new metal ejector which feels really nice and is sleeker than my previous plastic one. It also has this overall more rounded, sleeker design, and I really love the improvements and the refinements that they've made. But the really cool thing here is that these wallets have an entire ecosystem. So you can get, say, a coin tray add-on for the additional storage. You can get an AirTag backplate. You can get the Finder card, which I showed in my Find My comparison. If you haven't seen it, go watch that. You can also get the tool card for making your wallet even more useful. There's also a cash clip backplate, so you can build a wallet that's kind of uniquely yours. Ekster also includes a lifetime warranty, so like I said, I've been using them for full-time for 3 years now. I can honestly speak to their quality and it's been great. If you want to check them out, I'll leave a link in my description so that you can unlock further savings along with using the code VittorTech at checkout. We've got 2 cases from Spigen, the Liquid Air and the Rugged Armor, 2 best sellers from the brand. The Liquid Air has a really nice textured back that I really enjoy every single year. Texture is really missing on a lot of other cases, but it adds personality. It's got a really great protected camera bump. On the sides, we got added texture for more grip, and that feels really great. The buttons here are raised, and then on the other side, we have a cutout for the camera control, and on the inside, we've got shock absorbing patterns all throughout here. It's all around really slim, the phone fits really well in it, but it's missing MagSafe, which feels like in 2024, come on, we feel like we need that now. So then next up, we've got the Rugged Armor case. I like this one a lot because it's rugged, but it also looks really unique. On one side, you have this really textured finish with carbon fiber around the top and the bottom. On the inside, you've got a rubberized finish and extra reinforcement and padding everywhere here. This one does have MagSafe functionality, which is awesome to see. The sides again have texture for added grip and a huge cutout here for the camera control. It's thicker than the last one, but it's a halfway point between, style and then protection, which is a nice balance to see. Next up, we have MagBak, and it seems like they are embarking on a completely different direction this year with a completely new, more premium approach. In the case, you have a screen protector applicator, but then you also get to this new looking case. It has a matte sort of soft touch silicone finish to it. On the sides, you have grip added. Buttons are more flush than others that we're seeing in this video. You get a large cutout for the camera control, but then you put it in the case, and then you realize the goal with this one is functionality. Like in the top, you have this stand that's really easy to adjust for convenient access, and then it has a magnet built in to give you this nice snap when it's closed. There's a finger loop on the back here that's really nice and handy to use. And then where you naturally rest your pinky on the bottom of the phone is this cover, and that's meant to obviously cover the port, but it also provides this cushioned resting spot for your finger. It's probably honestly the most comfortable case I've ever used in my entire life. The last really cool part here is the custom accent kit that you get, where you can physically pop out parts like the camera ring and replace it for a nice accented modular approach. And that includes the camera, the grip on the sides, and more, all of that combined with the extra reinforced magnets to work with the mag stick. It's just an incredible new start for MagBack, and I really think this is the most functional case that you're ever going to find. Use the link in my description and the discount code VITTORINI15 at checkout to save on your MagBack accessories. Last up, we've got the ESR case lineup. I've talked about them before on the channel, but there's 3 new options here: the Classic case, the CloudSoft case, and then the CyberTough case. The Classic case is a clear model here. It's made of a TPU finish that's said to be resistant to yellowing, which we'll see over time as we test this. It does have MagSafe built in, and what's really cool about this one, and really all of the ESR lineup, is what they call stash stand. It's a bumper around the camera, but it also pulls out to give you a mobile stand, which I think is an excellent blend of design and function. We've got a clear cutout for the camera control, and overall putting this on the phone looks great. Next up, we've got the CloudSoft case, which is more of the comfort and vibrant pastel option. It's 2.1 millimeters thin with reinforced, stronger MagSafe magnets. It feels great in the hand, but it also looks great with the phone in it. I think this one is the most comfortable of the options, maybe aside from the Apple one. Last up, we've got the CyberTough case. This one is ESR's take at a rugged case. It has a really boxy finish to it. It has reinforced corners, it has grip added to the sides, it covers the ports at the bottom, which is great, and it still has that stash stand built in. It has 3-layer drop protection, which is designed to resist up to 23-foot drops, which is absolutely amazing, but it does that while still being quite slim as far as rugged cases go. And if you're looking for the most protection, this is probably your safest bet for the cost. So overall, that's a ton of cases to get through, and they all have really amazing options. I'm a huge fan of the NOMAD magnetic back. I've always just found that their accessories are extremely high quality and the most importantly matching my style. It sort of acts like what a screen protector does for the front of your phone. But let me know in the comments which of these cases that you're thinking about picking up, because none of these options are bad options. That's why I chose these brands, and they all look incredible. And I always try to get nearly every brand possible, but if I didn't cover a case that you're interested in, let me know that down in the comments so I can consider it for future reviews. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.